Okay, so you asked me about the Walrus Operator, and so I put together this little presentation for you. So the Walrus Operator looks like this. It's a colon followed by an equal sign, and it was introduced in 2019 and was added to Python starting with release 3.8. So if you're running a release earlier than 3.8, you will not be able to access the Walrus Operator. Um, the Walrus Operator provides the ability to make an assignment inside an expression, and when it's used properly, it can reduce the size of your program and make it more readable. So let's get started. You use the Walrus Operator to make an assignment within an expression, and my first use was to simplify this program. So this program computes a running average, and basically it runs in this while true loop, and it gets input from a user, and when the user just hits enter instead of entering a number, then if not response is true, and the program breaks. And the loop breaks, and you end up printing the result. So the Walrus Operator helped me get rid of the if-else in here and made a much more readable program. So let's take a look at the way this works. So go to my Python window. Okay, so here I am in idle, the idle editor, and this is the program I just showed you. So when I run this, we go to the Python shell. It asks me to enter a number, and I can enter any number of numbers, 3, 5, 7, 10, 35, enter. And you see it calculates the average over and over, and then I hit enter to finish, and it gives me a little synopsis of what happened. 5 numbers were entered, the sum is 60, and the average was 12. Okay, so how can the Walrus Operator help me? Well, instead of saying while true, I could take this response and put it up here. Now this is illegal, but if I put a colon in front of this equal sign, now we have the Walrus Operator. So I'm allowed to make this assignment here, and now it's going to automatically break if this isn't true. If the user just hits enter, it's going to break, so I don't need this anymore. And of course, I don't have an if anymore, so I don't need an else. And now I can take all of this and de-indent it. So delete that line. Let's de-indent this. And there you go. So I've reduced the size of my program quite a bit, and I think it's much easier to read this way. Let's see if it runs though. So run module. Source must be saved. OK to save. OK, so enter a number. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 36. And boom, the program runs just fine. And I would argue that this is much easier to read than this. So there you have it, the Walrus Operator. And I'm sure that you can figure out your own applications for this operator. I'm very excited that this showed up. So I hope this helped you out. Hope you found it interesting. I hope you can use it in your code. And I'll see you again next time.